What a game. Good Lord, what a game. Holy shit.
Holy shit, what a game.
Ateneo wins game 1 of the finals. Well, you have to say it controversially against the UST Tigers. What went wrong for UST? How did they lose that halftime lead?
I think it started in the third quarter when Ateneo started Ryan Buenafe. Instead of Oping Sumalino, Ginao had another offensive threat that UST had to guard. So suddenly, like from all positions, pwedeng sumura ang Ateneo, and that's exactly what they did when they went on that 17-0 run.
Okay. On the flip side, they built a 10-point lead and they lost it in the fourth quarter. Nakadunk pa nga si Kareem Abdul.
Yeah. Semi-dunk.
Two-handed. Tap ring. Na lumamang pa ng isa yung UST. What did Ateneo do wrong in that stretch?
They had to start subbing people out because Greg got into foul trouble and then Kiefer started accumulating fouls, and then later in the game he had to be subbed out. I mean, let's also give credit to the UST. They're a good team. They're the comeback Tigers, blah blah blah, and all that. So it would have been disservice to them if we expected, they were down by a lot, so they're gonna roll over.
Actually, kala ko third quarter tapos
Bias.
Nag-tweet ako nung nag-3 foul nag-4 foul si Kareem Abdul. Sabi ko, okay, wala na, see you game 2.
I remember that, yeah.
Eventually, pero kala ko talaga wala na. I didn't expect them to come back kasi malaking kawalan yun sa gitna. But anyway.
Bias ka. Tama. Dun sa dulo ng stretch, naging factor na naman si Ryan Buenafe. Pero yun, inaasahan nung maraming Atenista. Nagulat ka ba dun sa dalawang tinira ni Wami Chongson?
Si Wami pag crucial ay gagawa na siya ng paraan kung anong kailangan talaga ng team, whether it's good passes or diba, on the defensive side. Well, in that time, nakita nilang na kaya niyang umatake, and alam mo yun, he just capitalized on what the situation was.
He was being guarded by Clark Bautista. That's a mismatch because Clark is a pure shooter. He's not a defender. So I don't blame him. He saw Bautista. I probably widen. Yeah, I think that.
Let's talk about the players who did well for UST. You have Aljon Mariano. You have Deng. And then you have tapos yung missing factor yung missing factor sa kanila was Kareem Abdul and Kevin Ferrer. How big was yung pagka-foul trouble ng dalawa? How did it affect UST?
What made it bigger was the fact that Melo Afwang was out with dengue. So their rotation got short and they had to play like Paolo Pe, who's not a scorer, and he's much smaller than Greg Slaughter. So because of that, they had to play more minutes, they got into foul trouble, and then come the fourth quarter stretch, they were out of rhythm, they didn't produce, and that's really the problem. UST has a bunch of guys that they can really rely on to score. If you take two of those away, it's such a huge problem for them, and that's what happened.
UST did two, out of the box things in this game. One, they went zone. Second, full court press. How would you judge those parang adjustments ni Coach Pido going into game 1?
Sa simula ng game, lalo na sa first quarter, you could see it bothered Ateneo. Na I think UST got a lot of fast break points off of their defense. And I think towards the end of the game, they weren't able to sustain that defensive intensity. Whereas, for example, Ateneo na todo pressure talaga sa perimeter. Na if you think about it, even Clark Bautista ended up with 0 points in the game. And you know, he's your main bench guy. You can't have him not score 3-pointers. Tapos ilan lang ba yung tres na na-shoot nila? That's pretty low for UST. So, parang while it was a good experiment, nakapag-adjust rin si Norman Black, lalo na sa second half.
What I think UST did well is they came out with more energy than Ateneo nung start. Nakikita mo na nakawan si Elorde, backcourt, na nakawan si Chongson din. And then, what Ateneo did wrong was they turned the ball over too much in the first half of that game. Kita mo yung turnovers nila were largely unforced. It was Salva dribbling off his foot. It was Salva passing to a cutting Kiefer Ravena. Yung mga ganong ano yung adjustments na pwede pang gawin ng Ateneo to eliminate those kind of mental errors? Do you think they were nervous? Do you think kasi dapat sila yung non-nervous team in this match?
Well, I think they came out, as Joe said, they came out flat, and that sort of builds up from then. Like, oh no, we're in a hole all of a sudden, and they still have to start changing their mindset now. Now we're catching up. But why are we catching up? We're the guys with the experience. So it's just a little nagging thing. I bet like during the halftime, Coach Norman like yelled at them, "Guys, calm down. We've got this. We do have the experience. So let's build on those moments from past championships," and it worked out.
Jen, forecast. Will USD bounce back or will Ateneo win its 5th championship?
I think it's gonna be over on Thursday, pero magandang laban. Alam mo yun, like both teams, whether they're down, para for sure, kunwari sa start ng game or sa gitna man ng game, down sila. For sure, at some point, babalik sila. Walang game na hindi sila babalik or hindi na nila kaya dumikit or whatever. So, both teams pares kasi sila na they'll just stay there within reach or within striking distance, and then when the right opportunity comes, ganun. So, for Ateneo, first half, dyan lang sila, dikit, sige, mga 10 points, ganun. Tapos pagdating ng third, kinuha nila. Yung UST rin, same. Parang hindi naman sila nagpanic, hindi sila nataranta, relax lang sila. Alam nilang kasi babalik sila. So, pagdating ng end game, parehas na silang it's really match.
So we were in for a tremendous game 1, and
Yeah.
I guess we all should just expect another good game come this Thursday.
Correct.
Correct?